Hey y'all, it's Brushy Bert. I'm preparing to go to the Florida Trail for the second time. I was just a sun walker, which is somebody that walks the trail in the summertime on the Florida Trail. I'm prepping for the winter trail, which is the traditional um, time of year that anybody would go. But I got a few things that I've changed as I learned a little bit on the first one. So this is what I'm bringing. I'm sure there's a lot of other people, that's a lot of other hikers that are a lot smarter than I am on this, but this is the way I do it, and this seems to be pretty effective so far. So, but anyways, this time I'm carrying a 70-liter Osprey pack, the 70-liter Osprey Ether. And I like the 70-liter for the fact that sometimes you need to carry extra stuff. I will at the very beginning, which I'll talk about in a second. I am carrying a smaller tent. That's a winter tent, which I carry for a couple of months, just because of the cold northern Florida where it could get in the 20s. So I'll be prepped for the winter and the summer as far as for the tent. I got this from Dick's Sporting Goods. This has so far been the most comfortable pad that I've tried, but it's really lightweight. And I also carry a car dash saver with it, and I use that on top of the tent that I can reflect sunlight, and also I can use it for extra layer below the pad in the cold nights. I also carry a UV umbrella, just because when you get on the levees and stuff, there just is no shade at all. I have some frog togs I keep in the back, the lightweight one, just because of the rain. I carry a spot GPS, and then that'll let everybody know my location. It's good to have a base camp set up. I have people that watch and monitor where I'm at, and just in case they would need to find me. And I do carry some bear spray, just in case. You never know. But this seems to be the most comfortable backpack that I've used so far. I just used it doing some skunk aping out into the Mayaca River, and it seemed pretty cool. So I also use the Osprey hydro system. It's the 3-liter one because sometimes I like to carry a little bit extra water, and you know, your legs get used to a little bit extra weight, but you're probably going to have to spend a couple weeks on getting adjusted to a heavier weight pack. So next is what I use to keep everything charged. I tried a couple of solar things. They just don't seem to work good, and the ones that are bigger are way too heavy, so I went back to doing this. 2 battery packs, and keep them charged, and that gets me to the next place. I am bringing this chubby cord, which is my nephew turned me onto this because it's a lot stronger one. I kept having a problem with breaking cords in the pack. I'm going to be carrying extra food on this one, and that's for the fact that once you get past Big Cypress, there is no place to get food except for the Indian reservation and a rest area. So you really need to go almost to Lake Okeechobee. The last time I bring extra food, it really paid off later on when you have to get the other food and you need to restock. I carry 2 Sawyers because some of them you just can't clean, no matter. I've tried with vinegar, hot water, bleach, and eventually the soot and some of this stuff really clogs up. Eventually they go, but I keep them rinsed out, and the bags will end up busting. So what I do is carry a 2-liter bottle. I put the water in there, and I sit on that while the water is filtering. So instead of doing the squeeze method, so you just sit on the bottle, and then you can be doing whatever while your water's filtering. And then you can use the bottles for storage, especially if you're going to have to go a further distance to get water again. I prefer to have all my water ready for the next morning and what I'm going to use that night before I even go to bed. But sometimes you get to a spot you can't get water unless it's off of a 30 foot high bridge or something, or there's you got alligators right in the water. But I take a measuring cup. I got 3 holes drilled in it. I use my carabiners to go around the edge of it, and I can use my bear line to dip that out of the water, and that's also an eating bowl if I need to. I carry a few extra sets of the pole tips. I find that they're only going maybe a little bit over 100 miles before I got to change them. That's the tent patch. I carry a lighter, 1 glue stick. I do a lot of tent repairs because I get the insects will eat the tent and stuff like that. I've had a couple storms that's ripped it, so I keep a sewing kit with a little compass in there, a knife sharpening kit, and a 1 Swiss Army knife that I'll carry on my side. Of course, you have a lightweight shovel to dig your cat holes. Some bug spray. In the summer I would normally have a suit that's made out of screen for it's called a mosquito suit, and that's how you get away from all the biting flies in the summer. I also always recommend that everybody wear unscented deodorant because the other will attract bears. So the toothpaste though I will put in the bear bag at night. In my front pouches I always keep some friction, and that'll keep you from getting scalded or anything. Some extra tape pad and moleskin padding as well, either skin or pad, either or. That one's kind of a hybrid of it. My winter gear is all lightweight, but it's I got 1 set of gloves, 1 lightweight hat, and then I have my base coat, or my base layer of 1 shirt and a longer underwear. I carry 2 sets of clothes, basically, the dirty ones and the clean ones. I have my inside wicking socks, my outside wicking socks, my underwear, a tank top, and a long sleeve shirt. As it will be getting colder, I got convertible pants, so I can just unzip the bottoms of it and it can be my shorts as well if I need them. The Patagonia coats here, they're really light, so they pack down really small. They'll fluff back up and gives you good insulation, and it's also a pillow. My brother-in-law turned me on to this. This is a cool towel. You can it'll help you cool down. You can use it for a hat. You can use it for your towel, wash rag, everything. I also carry a bandana and 1 Florida trail hat. I keep a couple of the maps. I don't bring all the maps, so I do carry a few of them in the areas that are really more difficult to maneuver if you can't find the blazes or there's a closure. I also keep some blister repairs, so just in case of a blister, that I can put that. It's like a second skin. And I use a lightweight Sierra Design sleeping bag. So, and that'll help. It's like a rated for it's rated for 20 degree Fahrenheit, and it's still lightweight, but it's really comfortable so far. So, and my Trekology poles, so far so good on them. I hadn't had them real long, so I can't really give a full